This is Business Week Armenia, CivilNet's weekly business digest. Here are this week's top stories. Fitch, one of the big three credit rating agencies, has upgraded Armenia's long-term foreign currency issuer default rating to BB- from B+, with a stable outlook, citing last year's extraordinary inflow of migrants from Russia. Armenia's gross domestic product grew by 12.6% last year, largely on the back of an unprecedented influx of tens of thousands of Russian citizens, many of them highly skilled workers. Fitch said last week it expects this dynamism to continue and is forecasting Armenia's economy to expand by 7.2% this year. Earlier this year, Fitch said it anticipates that a substantial proportion of the new immigrants will stay in Armenia for at least 2 to 3 years. Armenia's new credit rating is considered speculative grade, indicating an elevated vulnerability to default risk. The country's previous credit rating was classified as highly speculative. It marks Fitch's second upgrade to Armenia's credit rating since the start of the year and comes after the two other major rating agencies, Moody's and S&P, issued their own upgrades for the country. Credit rating agencies evaluate a country's ability to pay back debt and its likelihood of defaulting. At present, Fitch puts Azerbaijan's and Georgia's credit ratings higher than Armenia's, but still within the speculative or junk category. Armenia's central bank has lowered its benchmark interest rate for the second time this year as inflation in the country continues to ease. In a statement this week, the bank said it had cut interest rates by 25 basis points to 10.25%. The bank had lowered interest rates by another 25 basis points in June. Prior to that, the bank had not cut rates for more than 2 years, and in fact raised rates 6 separate times just last year. Armenia's year-on-year inflation fell to negative 0.1% last month, according to government figures, down sharply from more than 8% last year and well below the central bank's 4% target for this year. Monetary authorities tend to raise rates when they believe the economy has become overheated and prices are growing too quickly. Conversely, they often resort to cutting interest rates when they feel they should stoke demand and encourage economic growth. For comparison, Georgia's national bank also lowered its benchmark interest rate this week to 10.25% as inflation in the country fell to 0.3% year-on-year. Nitzan Yudan, founder and CEO of Benivo, sat down this week with us to talk about why he chose to expand his global HR company to Armenia and where he sees the country's burgeoning IT sector going. You can find our full conversation now on civilnet.am. And Petya Kamburova, Global Business Development and Partnerships Lead at Rakuten Viber, also joined us this week to talk about the company's mission to develop a super app and expand its money transfer and AI services. That interview is also up now on our website and YouTube channel. And as always, please follow CivilNet for the latest news and independent reporting from our contributors on the ground in Armenia, Nagorno-Karabakh, and the region.